Hello, it's Icy. I'm back with the next in my part of furniture preview. This time we're going to do lighting, because I want to know what all the lights look like, pretty much. So it's been a few days since I last recorded one of these. It's also been not quite a week since Homestead launched. I have not yet bought a house apart from the free in you get for doing the quest, because I have been frantically farming to try and find things to finish the house with. I kind of don't want to buy the house until I've got stuff to put in it. Anyway, let me show you a few things. These are the bits that I've gotten already inside, and we're going to do it. Look at these ones first, then I'll go buy in the Crown store the bits I'm missing. Probably best. So we have a plain group of candles. I won't put everything out. We'll see how we go. The claw foot, because you can, which is quite nice actually. You've got that little design on the bottom of the foot there, which is the same. Alright, the red guard polished. I do like these. These are very pretty. And then all nice and red and, oop, not that way. Red and glowing. Sorry, gold and glowing. Let's have a look. Okay, so the practical candelabra. So this is more similar to the bolted style, I guess. It's still quite nice though, but it's not as elegant. Actually, this would work well in a Redguard, Nordic house as well. Alright, so we've got the polished individual candle Redguard holder, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the practical, also the candelabra is wooden, but the practical Redguard is just the same but not shiny. And the candlestick is the wooden one. Okay, there you go. Let's have a look at that one too. Okay, so that's matched, but wooden. Do you know, I quite like that. I've been using this one where I could, but I think maybe I prefer that style. And you've got a little rough tea light, which is just very, very small. Alright, let's go have a look at the rest of the candles. There is so many lighting options, but to be fair, I haven't actually found a lot in the game yet. Okay, so actually let's buy, put one of these somewhere else. Okay, alright, let's get one of these, because obviously we can't get a lot of these, but let's see what they're like. Oh, hey, so like kind of like a torch for outside. That's quite nice. That could work. Okay, so we have the Breton candelabra, which is very nice. It's quite grey metal. And we've got some little short and tall candles on little trays. Not bad. Okay, we have a big group of candles. That would look lovely on a mantelpiece, but also standing on some sort of large plate. That would look really good actually. See if I can find that one somewhere. A little group of candles, also nice. Lasting candles. I don't know, they just look different. Why are they lasting? I don't know. A common lasting candle, so you've got sort of, you know, slumping candle. Alright, so you've got a candle set, candle pair. Alrighty. Oh, an angled dark elf candelabra. That's really very nice, but I've only got so much crowns to experiment with, so we might save that one. Dark elf claw base. Oh! Oh, hey. If you were going for a Daedric style house, don't know why you would, but you might be, I would get that for your deep dark dungeon. That would definitely work. Now that's nice. I like that very much. Dark elf votive tray. Oh yes, I'd buy that if I could find it for less than these stupid prices that things are going for. Okay, so this is a high elf candle wind, which is very, very elegant. the wings are very strong, so you can't mix and match it necessarily with other styles. And okay, so pay attention here. This is very specifically a candle holder. There's no candle in this, so if you are buying this in game, just be careful that you're not actually getting a candle to go with it. Alright, so here's our Khajiit ones, a double with a clawfoot. Okay, so we have a Nordic antler candles. Basically, the little group of slumping candles on a plate. So something to think about though is why you can get a group of candles and get your own plate and put it on, then you're using 2 of your total placement items. So going for ones where they are combined is a good idea. So we've got little tea light, cup, a couple of small ones. Oh, we've got an orcish wall sconce with a horn. Me. Yeah, that's not a great look. Look, I know. Okay, that's just it looks like a slug sitting in a cup. This is not great. No. I don't think so. Alright, here's all the red guard ones which we looked at, and we've got some pillar candles and some tea lights. So that's it for the candles. Let's go back and see what else we've got. Lanterns. Alright, let's have a look at let's look at sconces. What have we got? Oh, okay, we've just got a whole bunch of red guard sconces, which are oops. That's not right. Wait. Oh. That's oh, okay. Somebody's forgotten to another one. Why can't I get the... Oh man. Let's just put that away. I think maybe I should bug report that one because that's really not working. Anyway, they're quite plain. The red guard ones have the advantage of being, especially the polished design, have the advantage of being able to be used anyway. They're quite plain in style. That's funny. Alright, let's look at all the other sconces. Alright, so we've got the Breton ones, which are, you know, kind of chunky. The floor sconces are quite nice. The grand one's good because it's really tall. You might have seen that in previous videos. So this is sort of, I guess, shoulder height compared to my character. Alright. Look, this is very external castle-y. I don't know if you'd really want those in your house. They've got a double holder or a single holder. This, however, would be very nice. Let's get one. Let's put that one on the wall. Will it go on the wall? No! Oh no! Excuse me for 1 minute. I'm back, sorry about that. So, obviously, there's a bit of a bug with placing things on the walls. You can't right click and make it align to the wall. Okay, so we have a common torch holder. Note once again, that doesn't actually have a torch in it. It's just the holder. The Khajiit sconces. Now these are gorgeous, really, really nice, and you can see them all in my Sleek Creek house. I've used a lot of those. Oh, orcish sconce bordered. Oh wow, that's really cool. Orcish sconce caged. That doesn't... I don't even have it. Okay, let's get this one. Let's place it. Let's see if... Let's just place it on the floor. See, what I think you could do is you could probably get 2 of those, place them side by side and in the ground just a teeny bit like that, and get a seriously funky little abrasia, basically. That would look awesome. Alright, now I'm curious, I'm gonna get this one. I'm curious about this because it looks like it, oh no, there we go, it has just a floating invisible fire in it with no visible means of support. Looks pretty though, I guess. Alright, and we've got an orcish sconce scrolled. Oh, presumably the flame comes out the top. Oh, Look, that's very nice. It's almost dwarven in style, could perhaps say, and there's the polished sconce we've already looked at. So that's all the sconces. Look, out of all of those, I mean, the Breton one is okay. Probably the Redguard one is the most neutral if you're looking for something on your walls. Personally, I do very much like the Khajiit one. So, now we're on to, let's have a quick look at the brazier, I think. Oh, the Argonian brazier. Look at that, that would be fun. Running out of, which ones do I want to buy and have a look at? I might buy the Argonian one, because that actually looks really cool. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I think you need, a row of those leading to your house. That would be fabulous. Yes, I like the Argonian. Look, that's really nice. That would be a good cooking type fire. Don't forget you can set these down into the ground and get it to look like something else. Look, very, very fancy. Oh, a slight problem there with the texture. It'd be fine. The Imperial Firepot, also quite nice. Very similar to the High Elf Brazier, but without the wings. So this would be quite good if you're looking for something a little more neutral in your house. Wow, that's kind of cool. Definitely for your Daedric properties. The Khajiit one is very Khajiit. It's really over the top, I think. The Orcish one, I don't know, I'm not really sure about the big wings, honestly. The floor one's quite cool. You can imagine standing around cooking marshmallows around that one. Oh, that's interesting. Oh dear, and a texture problem as well. Would look, I suppose that one's meant to be mounted next to a wall, perhaps? Would look very cool mounted next to a wall. And then this, I have to say, I've bought this before. Actually, sorry, let's get that. This is massive. Like, seriously ginormous. So you're probably better to stick it down here like this. And then you're getting something that's quite reasonable as, like a fire pit equivalent. But as you can see, it's fairly neutral in style as well. Just really big. Alright, so you've got an Orcish tabletop, which is alright. Redguard Enchanted. Presumably that blue? Maybe? It's very tall. The Garish Redguard Brazier, which is very gold. And the Robust, which once again is reasonably neutral, just with the square feet. That's not bad. Alright, so that's a braziers. Now, where are we up to? Chandeliers. There's not many in here. Now, I don't know, I have a feeling actually that there are more items that are not in the Crown Store as well. So, now that's the Khajiit one. Unfortunately, you can't turn these. Oh, you can't turn these. But I can't show you what it looks from all sides. Buy that one? Okay, maybe. Okay, so the Nordic one. Alright, that's not bad. The Orcish one. That's quite nice. The Orcish Chandelier Practical. Okay, so that's probably your large candle chandelier you might be looking for. The Redguard ones you would have seen in the Sleek Creek house. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. They're very nice as well. They do actually have a light in them. Alright, well let's just try the Khajiit one. Have a look. Hang it up. Where are we going to hang it up? Right over... right there? Look, oh, it's quite nice. It's a very distinct style though. It's not really a neutral style at all. The same with the Redguard. I would like the Redguard style, but it might not match your house. In which case I'd go for the Orcish one. That is quite neutral if you're looking for chandeliers. Alright. Lamps. High Elf Lamp Oil. I do want to check this one out. What's this like? I found a recipe for this in game, and it was the only lighting source I found so far for a recipe. And I was going, do I keep this one or do I sell it? But I think I will sell it because it is very distinctly high elf. It's nice. It will look fabulous on a table. Also as a good alternative to candles. I think we'd sell that one. Okay, so we've got our genie in the lamp, which is a Breton one, which is odd as opposed to, you know, Redguard. A hanging one. Oh, so that's quite a good option instead of a much larger chandelier. Oh, and we've got little Argonian lamps, which would be like, oh, okay, I could totally go the Argonian, honestly. I love those. As opposed to the really tall one. Yeah, no, I like those very much. Alright, what have we done? Where are we up to? Lanterns. Let's have a look at what lanterns we might have some lanterns. Okay, a couple of Redguard ones. Okay, so we've got Redguard caged. The advantage of the lanterns is they're designed, not only, you can either place them or hang them. Okay, so this is a big one, which is just placing rather than hanging. It is terribly gorgeous. Look at that. Aren't they nice? They really are beautiful. Okay. Alright, so we have a strand of... Oh! Argonian! Hang on. Which one's longer? That one. Argonian. Oh! Oh, how fantastic! Oh, must have Argonian Strand of Lights. Get it placed properly. Oh, look at that. Oh, and outside in the trees. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, I'm totally looking for that recipe. Okay, Breton hanging. Look, it's a bit on the dark side, dark and dull. Hanging or stationary? There are nicer ones. Even the common plain lanterns are actually probably nicer than the Breton ones, honestly. Okay, the dark elf. Look, that's very nice. Good for your Daedric dungeon. It's quite distinctive with the points. Dark elf caged. Yeah, it's okay. These you've probably seen around Deshan and stuff hanging outside. They're nice as well. And now the oil lantern is very elegant. Okay, that's lovely and slightly better than the plain ones. Well, actually quite a lot better than the plain oil lanterns. Look at that. Oh, that would grace any house. And the points at the top are not so pronounced that it looks out of place with other styles. Oh, well that's fancy. Oh my gosh, and it's huge! Wow! That's flash. I don't know, would it work? It'd work in a high elf house or imperial house, obviously. Just on the outside, probably? You need a lot of height to help one of those. Traffic lights. I've got these in the Sleek Creek house, which are very nice. These look great, actually. A dim lantern. I don't know, that's... Okay, so that's pretty much the same style as the Breton and the hanging. A Nord cage lantern. Also quite plain. That's nice. That would work. Whoa, that's very, very Nordic. Pretty Nordic. Alright, so we've got an orcish hanging. Good as from a high roof, because you've actually got a decent sized chain on that. A hooded, so with or without the chain. Redguard. Canister. Oh, gosh, that's nice. I haven't seen that one before. Oh, that's very nice. That's very tall and hanging. And a delicate one, which these are beautiful, really just gorgeous. But very strongly Redguard style, those ones. So, how much more do we have to go? We've done, alright, we've done braziers, candles, chandeliers, we've done fires, we've done lamps, done lanterns. Okay, light posts. Now, inside is not the best spot for the light posts, but that's okay, I'll show you quickly. Okay, so Argonian with the little lights in the cages, which looks a bit impractical. Breton, single. Single with no light? Oh no, I see the light goes on top. Street light. Interesting. So arched hanging. Arched in stone. Full with all of the way around. That looks quite short and stubby actually. The stone ones are much nicer. Paired stone, dark elf. Quite elegant. These are good for outside. I mean, and the other advantage with these is you don't have to buy the lamp as well. Oh, high elf spiked. Let's just try that one. Make it a bit shorter so it fits in the room. Wow. And then you can hang, you know, signs and flags from either side. That could look very good at the start of your property. Okay, Imperial. Pair. Single. Stone. Plain. Street light. Oh man, that's so cool! Look, honestly, I love those street lights. That's fantastic. But I think it'd probably be out of place in almost everybody's home. Okay, so what do we got there? The Nord. Very Nordic. Super Nordic. Oh, that one's nice. Oh, I like that. That would work in some garden really well. Okay, the little standing triple torch. Yeah, I guess. The Redguard style, which is still against stone with these nice lanterns, and then you've got some fabric binding in, you know, however many you want. Single, triple, double paired. And then you've got some rough torches, which you would need to put in some of those empty sconce holders. And then we're talking fires. Now these are not cooking fires. You have to buy a special cooking fire from the Master Writ Merchant if you actually want to cook in your house. These are just for the look of it. Okay, so you've got your common campfires and fire pits. Look, this one's quite handy. You can see there's no stones around the outside because you can place that onto an existing structure, bowl, to make it look like there's a fire on top of a fireplace, for example. Same with this one as well. That works as well. The bed of coals, that's what you buy to put in the square, actually in the Dark Elf houses downstairs. Got logs plus some ashes. Shard, fireplace flaming, the Khajiit brick fire. Now this is really good. The Khajiit brick fire is actually super fantastic for some sort of outdoor area or even indoor because you've got a decent stone border and a really good frame. I don't honestly, you know, having wooden supports for your cooking ball, your cooking pole over your fire doesn't generally work. It's not really the most practical of solutions. The Redguard fire pit is fantastic. It looks good in all locations. You've got an out campfire and an out fire pit. Now these not really cost anything. Let me show you the size. These are actually fairly large. They take up more space than you're expecting, especially if you're trying to put a fireplace in your house. I would actually, if you're trying to get a fireplace, a small fireplace in your house, I think that one's cheap. I would actually maybe go for this Orcish brazier, like a double-sided those, or one of the braziers for that matter, and then just set it down into the floor. I think that would work quite well. So, is that it? Oh, so we've got some firewood stacks, just because obviously we need something to fuel the fire. This one is, I think I bought this once, thinking, oh, that'll be a good fireplace. As you can see, it's huge. It's really much too big. And obviously there's no flame from it, so you're not actually lighting up an area. So, that's it for all of the lights that are in either the collected or in the Crown Store. Let me know what you think. Which ones do you like best? See, that... Oh no, what's that? That's something else. That wasn't there. Oh, we've got the lamp and then something to hang it from. See, as I said, there is some stuff that's not in the Crown Store that's floating around in world, or may possibly come to the Crown Store later. So do keep an eye out for things that are not in the Crown Store that you could make money from. It's always a good idea. So let me know which is your favourite light source. I need myself some Argonian strings of light. Look how wonderful that looks. It's so nice. Do leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you've picked up so far. I'd be interested to see what kind of lighting sources you've actually managed to find, because I haven't really found any. Do give us a thumbs up if you liked this video. Please do subscribe, that button over there. Join us for more Elder Scrolls content. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.